you're, a player that, tries to produce every week and has done it for, consistently, I think people are going to call for sure. And I think it's part of the process. I'm not sure if I'm available or not. That's a Seahawks question. But I think more than anything else is, I think at the end of the day, you want to win. You play this game every day to wake up to win.
No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Dan Graziano, please tell me that I am not now living in a world where I have to be concerned that Russell Wilson is about to get traded. What exactly is he saying, and why is he saying it?
No, you're not now living in that world, but he's sort of cracked open the door that might lead you there eventually, right? Look, it can't happen. It can't happen this offseason. It would be a $39 million dead cap hit for the Seahawks, which is even worse than what the Eagles are about to absorb for Carson Wentz, which is going to be a record by a lot. And the acquiring team would get a steal, $23 million a year for 3 years for Russell Wilson. Not going to happen. The Seahawks are not going to entertain this. But that said, this is Russell Wilson. This is the ultimate good soldier. This is the guy that ends every single interview and press conference by saying, "Go Hawks." And he's now saying, no, I'm not too thrilled about getting hit. I'd like to see the team do this and this. So you have it. Look, you guys know me. Like I'm not a cat. I'm not gonna just paw at the next great quarterback controversy, right? I'm not looking for it. But this is a guy who is letting it be known that, hey guys, if things don't get a little bit better in some certain areas, there could be an issue down the road.
I think that is an important point that he's making there, Ryan, and that is that of all the people to be saying these things, Russell Wilson is about the least likely. What does it mean?
Yeah, 100%. This is, to me, strategic. But Dan kind of buried the lead. You ask him, what is Russell Wilson saying? Here's what he's saying. Russell Wilson is saying, I know that all these women know I'm in a relationship, but I am still beautiful. Do you see this curly hair? I'm a multi-millionaire. So sometimes people are going to slide into my DMs. That's what he's saying. He's saying, I am desirable, so I'm sure people are picking up the phone to see if I'm available, to see if I will step out. And Russell Wilson is saying, you know what? This year, I'm not. But maybe in the future, if you don't do right, if you don't make the changes I'm asking you to make, maybe I will be willing to force your hand then. And Russell Wilson forever has been the guy that's made a career of saying nothing, that's made sure everything that he was doing was building this good guy brand, was building this team first brand. But Russell Wilson wants to be a star. Remember how this year started? Let Russ cook. And I told you at the beginning of the year, it was about hibachi. You was getting lo mein. You was getting shrimp fried rice. You could pick your shrimp. They was flipping it in the hat and doing tricks. By the end of the year, we was eating ramen noodles, and not the good ones. Russ was cooking like shrimp. Nobody eats shrimp noodles. Russ was shrimp noodles. And so he wants to be a Mahomes. He wants to be an Aaron Rodgers. He wants to be in those conversations, and he watched himself fade from those. And if they don't make the changes to get him there, I believe he'll want out of Seattle.
He'll want out of Seattle. I mean, that would be a day that I don't think any of us saw coming. Dominique, you like it or you don't like it?
I love it, and it feels like Russell kind of got jumped a little bit. It went from, Brady to Mahomes, and Russell but what about me? And he's learned something, I think, in this offseason and through his career. He's learned that nice guys finish last in football. It may not be true, or it may be true in life in general, but in the NFL, 10, 15 years from now, when your career is over, no one's going to say, he was a really good quarterback. I really like how he was a good soldier. I really like how he never complained about the organization. No one's going to say that. They're going to say he won this many championships, he had this many MVPs, he got All-Pro this many times, and Russell knows that. We don't look back on John Elway and say, hey, John Elway, that's that jerk that told Baltimore he wouldn't play there. No, we say that's two-time Super Bowl champ.
Right.
We don't say, hey, Eli Manning, oh, that's that guy who forced his way into New York. We say, no, two-time Super Bowl champ, two-time Super Bowl MVP. We don't think back on Brett Favre's career about how he was wishy-washy at the end of his career about retiring and staying. We say, no, he was a championship gunslinger. All that stuff goes away if you win. And he is learning that now, that no one is going to give you any points for being a good soldier. We give you points for the numbers you put on the board. And he needs to control his destiny because it doesn't seem like they are doing what's best for him. But the one thing I would say against Russell Wilson, a lot of those sacks, They might be his fault. They might. I mean, the Sacks, I know they don't have the best O-line, but he be out there trying to spin it and work and do a little bit extra stuff. You asking for them hits sometimes.
That's fair. But let me ask you, RC, just to go back to what you said. You said he wants people to consider him when they mention Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. And he is a great player. There's no question of that. But should he be talked about the same way those guys are?
No, not now. And I told you guys that last season. When you watch Russell Wilson, he had to go back to game manager Russ or Super Bowl Russ, the guy that was just a part of the team, the guy that made sure he made the critical football and situational plays. That's not what he started the season as. He started the season as the runaway MVP favorite. And when he finished the season, we were talking about how the Seattle Seahawks defense had come along. That's not who Russell Wilson wants to be. But right now, that's who he is.
Okay, so there's that situation there. We will see. There are so many quarterback situations to analyze in the NFL right now. Graziano, let's run through some more stuff here as we run the hurry up through other stories. What do we know about San Francisco's plans at quarterback?
Greeny, I'm keeping an eye on the 49ers.